Yo, 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 what's up? Welcome to Get Your Life, the podcast. I'm your host, Eric, Get Your Life, and I got my girls with me, Davina.
What's up? What's up?
And Heather.
Hey, everybody.
What's up, Heather? How you doing?
I am doing okay.
Rico Suave.
You okay? You okay? You all right? You okay? Hey, y'all.
I'm okay.
Started a little bit later. Well, welcome to 98.9. I'm your host. Hey, y'all. Let's get into it. Today, we are talking about the train going by.
Choo, choo.
We talking about trains. Nah. Real talk. We talking about long distance relationships. Long distance
Hold on,
relationships.
You gotta turn down. That's
As
just
always.
What? I gotta turn down.
turn down your volume.
I turned it down already.
Oh, okay.
We talk about long distance relationships. Make sure y'all call us in and give me about 15 minutes. Let me get hot and heavy in this conversation.
Lord.
What? Let me get hot and heavy. Let me get in this conversation. Let me get hot. Let me get deep in this conversation, and we gonna you guys gonna call in and you're gonna tell us how y'all feel about it. What's up, y'all? Make sure y'all drop me a lot of
Hey,
love.
Candace.
Drop me
Hey,
some
Unique.
hearts. Drop me some love, some shares. Hey, I want to make sure y'all know about our YouTube page and our website, getyourlifethepodcast.com, and our YouTube page is
Get Your Life, the podcast.
Get Your Life the Podcast. I'm gonna need y'all to go subscribe. Hey, but we're gonna jump right into long distance relationships and how you feel about them. I feel great. What?
Nothing. I feel great too.
Heather,
Yes.
how you feel about long distance relationships? All right, I'm gonna stop playing with y'all.
I can't take you
I see
serious.
y'all can't handle me when I
Oh
get
my
to
gosh.
All right,
Anyway.
all right. All right. How you feel about long distance relationships? Are you for long distance relationships? Are you against long distance relationships? Do you think they work or?
I am for long distance relationship, short term.
Short-term long distance
Absolutely.
relationships. So is
I
that
agree.
a booty call or?
No. So I think like long term works.
I'm just
His
saying.
ass always talk.
Well, I'm just
We gonna
saying,
get to you, though. It's okay. We gonna get to you.
Short term, I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying no, short term as far as like a long term relationship, when it gets serious, like in all relationships, you have your short term goals, you have your long term goals.
Yes.
So if you are in a long distance relationship, that's short term, obviously, but what's the long term longevity of it? Like, if we're going to be together, then we put a plan together. I'm moving there, you moving here, we moving to another location.
Ooh, okay. So,
Like, what are we doing?
I feel it. I feel that. So first things first, right? This is what we should do in the beginning. Let's distinguish what this relationship is. Like,
But
from
I
the
think
start, right?
Yeah, and I think it's an amazing thing for certain relationships because it also builds a trust and it builds communication. Because a lot of people could be in each other's presence, and once they get in a relationship and they live together, then they find that they don't really communicate, that they really have nothing to talk about.
I think a lot of people are realizing that in this quarantine shit.
Oh yeah.
Right,
yeah.
so that's
What
what
we
I'm
gonna talk
saying.
about?
Like,
You either
when
grow apart or get stronger.
because like when you guys are long distance, you guys you're making time for one another. All you have is communication.
Right.
And then you could be spontaneous in the midst of that too, because you gotta be creative.
Right. You got to be
to
creative.
keep it spunky
Keep it,
and keep it enticing, one another.
Right.
I mean, myself right now is going through it, and it's going great. We're learning a lot about each other, and
I feel like it's a great foundation for a relationship to
start.
build a long
Absolutely.
relationship because
Absolutely.
really all you doing in the beginning, are you doing it this time? It's not even just in the beginning, it's the whole time. You're learning each other. You're learning about each other because there's not much more you can do. There's no physical. There's no going out on dates. Like all
Right.
you can do is communicate with each other and have conversations and talk about your wants, your likes, your loves, your needs. So by the time you guys get together, that shit should be explosive.
absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, the most important thing is initially everybody has to be on the same page. Like
Yes.
you have one thing in your mind of what the relationship is, and he has something else in his mind of what the relationship is. So you guys, that I think is just what am I trying to say? It's ingredients for disaster.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Right. When one person is thinking one thing and the other person is thinking something else, communication is key, especially in a long distance relationship.
And
right?
if you can't communicate with that person, then hello, what does that mean?
No, you can't. I mean, some people.
Then you don't.
Then you can't.
He's not for you, or she's not for you.
Yeah, right.
You should be able to be open, even if it's uncomfortable. You should be able to sit there and have a conversation, and him listen or her listen, and you know, yeah.
Day, how do you feel about long distance relationships? Heather, thank you.
I would have to say that I agree with Heather because I wouldn't mind meeting a guy that's, you know, from somewhere else, you know, another state, and getting to know each other. You know, like you said, the FaceTimes, the messages, the communicating back and forth, visiting each other,
The sexting.
you know, all that. And I wouldn't mind doing that, but I don't want to do that for a long time. And I don't want to do that for years and years down the line. Like, what are we doing? At some point, somebody has to make that decision on if we're gonna move together. You're gonna move out here. I'm gonna move out there. So I think that I'm for it for sure. But
you have to
wouldn't.
I think what you're saying is you have to have an end game. Like you have to have an end plan. Like this is great. Like we're going back and forth. You're coming here. I'm going there. It's been 4 or 5 months, 6 months, or whatever, however long it is. We need to figure out what are we doing next. And those are conversations that people don't want to have because they're timid or they don't want to throw the other person off. When these are the conversations you need to have. You need to make the other person uncomfortable, right? You need to make that person open up and tell that person
what you have to set your standards too,
100%.
because at the same time you can drag it out, and if it's a guy that doesn't know what he wants, he might drag it out a little bit longer. So it's like you have to set those standards.
Yep.
So
because they don't want to ask that question and then they get the answer that they weren't.
You got to ask the
for.
difficult questions. You got to ask the difficult questions.
Or you're gonna end up wasting your time. You're gonna be 6, 7. You're gonna be a year in, and then he's gonna tell you or she's gonna tell you, I'm not moving there, and then you're like, well, I'm not moving there.
We never had this conversation.
Yeah.
Like, why are we talking about this? It's a year later. We never had this conversation.
So one of you guys have to be willing to make that change and to be like, I'll move out there. Like, I mean, if it doesn't work, then we can try something else.
Nah.
No, what?
If somebody is moving, this shit is about to work. Like, if I'm packing some shit up, this shit is about to work.
Some shit just don't work like that, though.
If I'm packing up, we talking marriage. We talking, like, there's no packing up and you just doing it to be somebody's boyfriend or girlfriend. I just can't imagine leaving my hometown, leaving wherever I'm at.
People do it all the time.
I know. I'm not saying it's right because they do it all the time.
I wouldn't just do it for anyone, but I would move. If
you
it was somebody that I was madly in love with and I'm like, I want to wake up to him every day, absolutely, I would move.
Well, yeah, because if you think about, the what if it's not going to work, if it's not going to be this, and you putting that in the universe, and guess what, E?
What?
You're going to be packing your bags and coming right back on home.
I ain't moving. I think the biggest thing is when dealing with a long distance relationship, you have to be okay with you, right? The biggest thing is you have to be okay with you being by yourself. You have to be okay. You have to have a life outside of that relationship. Like you have to be good by yourself.
And you also have to be content and secure and knowing that what you're doing is going to satisfy that person, because those thoughts of like, you know, that person dealing with other people because you feel like, you know, they're lonely and stuff like that, it'll ruin it. It'll ruin it.
Oh, you know,
I'm learning. Well, no,
what?
I'm learning that.
What?
Because my mind is it's a whole mind of its own.
Hey.
Stop.
Some of the text messages I get, the phone calls I get from my sisters about long distance relationships, man. I have been through it and I have some experience. So when you guys hit me with those messages, it'd be like, E, I need you on this. What you think, E? Like, I love those because I've been through it, and I totally understand where you guys are at and how you feeling. So it's fun. It's funny. It's real life. I feel like I'm a big brother talking about little sisters.
But you definitely have to be content with yourself. You have to be secure with yourself, and you have to know yourself in and out, and especially with that long distance.
You better.
I mean, you got to be like that with a regular. What?
I was just saying, you got to have toys and all that, like, because I mean, you know.
But
you got to have those. You got to have those. Even with a regular,
and I even go lie,
local relationship.
I got to a point I was like, I have to go. I have to get on a plane. I got to go because I kept looking at my toy. I was pissed off. Like, you was not doing what I need you to do.
They didn't talk back to you, or what you wanted to slap you. You wanted to slap you. What you want the toy to do? Slap you? I don't know what you wanted it to do. Tell me. Go cook you a fucking grilled cheese sandwich. What do you want?
Shut the fuck up. Warm up or something. Shit.
You wanted your toy to cuddle with you afterwards. Is that what you wanted?
No, it just wasn't. I wanted more.
That human feel, like, you know, that manly feel, the protection feeling. It's just nothing like it. So I hear you, sister. It can only go so far.
He got cussed out a few times. My friend got put back in the drawer. Like, you pissing me off.
Hey. Just you gotta have something outside of the relationship.
Yeah, you have to have your own life.
With being by yourself, like you gotta have your own life. Like I say that in just even a normal relationship. Yeah. Have something outside of your relationship. Don't lose you. Don't lose you and anyone else. Right. So you gotta have you, right? Also you have to be spontaneous, Heather, and I'm glad you brought that up. Like you gotta be spontaneous. Like you gotta know if your guy or girl is going through something or they hit you with, I just miss you so much. You got to be ready to be like, baby, I'm coming. I'm going to get on this plane. Like you got, those are the things that keep fire. Those are the things that keep fire in a long distance relationship. Like you got to be like, guess what? I'm going to get on the plane or I'm going to surprise him and I'll be there in the morning. Like those are the things that keep these long distance relationships fire. Like those things, people like those. That's what keeps it rejuvenated.
Sending that quick video real quick. You like?
Oh, okay, we haven't even gotten to the videos and the pictures and the sexting and.
That's on him. I was like, I haven't sent you one of these in a long time. He goes, yes.
What happened? Tell me what happened.
He said, "Tell me what happened."
You sent
it. I was taking a shower and I was like, you know what? I ain't sent. So we had a photo shoot.
You had a photo shoot.
I had a photo shoot
in the shower, and you sent it to him.
Yeah, because I was like, I have not sent you one of these in a long time or in a minute. And he was like, yeah, and he was at work. I know where he was sitting.
And then when you be at work and you get a random like, oh, okay, look at you.
But how they be? Yeah. And they send the random.
The random one.
Don't
that just put a smile on your face?
Anyway, so yeah.
No, you got to keep it spontaneous. You got to keep it sexy. You got to be there because when they know that you'll hop on a plane at any given moment, it's just that strengthens our bond. Like she know I'm going through something, and she was here when I needed it. Like I know she lived 300, 400 miles away, and I know she got this going on. She got her job, she got her life, she got her kid, but she still was here. Like that. That's so sexy right there. That right there is that's sexy. That's sexy.
Tell us then.
Okay.
Another big thing you have to, I mean, this is even a regular relationship, but a long distance relationship even more so. You have to make this person feel like you trust them completely and give them reasons to trust you completely. Even more so because
look at her face.
Because there's first
I was just telling her
and
this.
So I get it, but I'm working on my
flaws.
And
I was thinking about this when I was thinking about you, Heather.
I know, but I don't really feel like, my stuff comes out of my mouth. But at the end of the day, like, what I like about him is I could say that, and usually they be like,
is he watching us?
I don't know.
Does he watch us?
Yes, he does.
Is he watching us tonight?
I'm not sure. I haven't looked.
I'm just going to say she should be grateful to have a sister like me because
she does. I mean,
I'll be like, no, because at the end of the day, if this man has never given you a reason to act insecure and he's never put that type of energy out then don't do that. And
this is the thing with you ladies. Like this is the thing.
I guess I do it though
because she's used to dealing with the type of guys.
Because I feel like if I say it out there and if I find out it does happen, then
I'm not
cool.
Just
I'm like,
you protected yourself.
It's a defense mechanism for sure.
It is, but if you have a real relationship, you have a strong relationship, and these are things you don't want to think about. Like you want to do complete opposite. I understand. So we got to get through that.
He understands
that. Okay. As long as you guys, as long as he
play
understands.
into it.
Yeah, that's the thing. He got to understand and know that sometimes she might say it in a jokingly manner, but she really does mean that deep down inside. And hopefully you see the surface and you can get through that.
Yeah, you gotta. But
I be telling her, like,
you gotta make them trust you. You gotta give them reasons to trust you. Like it's you have to do it.
You have to be available for them.
If you cannot trust someone, if it's hard for you to trust a long distance relationship, and everybody's saying, "Oh, I can't do a relationship because I don't trust." Yeah, of course. If you don't trust, then you can't do a long distance relationship.
No.
But
Right?
if those people give you reasons to not trust them, then I can totally understand that.
The thing with you ladies is you guys make up a story in your head. Like, this is what you guys do.
Absolutely.
This is what you guys do. Don't
Absolutely.
shit happen. Like, this is a great guy that we're talking about. But you make up this story in your head. He didn't answer his phone, so I know he got three chicks in his house. He got his homies over there. They running choo-choos. They doing this. They partying. Like, it's all type of shit going on, right? They got women coming through the back door, women coming through the front door, when he just at the house blowing some smoke and he chilling. Like, really, that's what's really going on. So y'all got to stop. Like, if you say you with somebody and you got to trust them and you want to love this person, just let it go. Give them a reason to trust you, and you trust him, right?
You definitely have to have that if you want any type of long distance.
Those long distance relationships ain't no joke.
Yeah,
they ain't no joke.
It's not for the faint-hearted at all. It's not for the weak at all.
No. If you find it hard to trust people, then don't do it. Don't do it. And if you're clingy, don't do it. You need somebody,
don't do it.
Don't do it.
You have to be okay with sleeping alone.
Yeah, that just made my heart hurt.
That's why it's true though.
It is.
No, I'd be good, but then like
you got to
after
be
5
okay with
days,
having a person but sleeping alone.
Yeah.
Having a person but sleeping alone, which shit.
I think knowing the ultimate goal in the end game would be the motivation that I would need to be, okay and content with that. But yeah.
And another thing, if I feel like if you out here and you can't have a relationship locally, don't try to have a long distance relationship. The shit ain't gonna change. Like, you can't have a relationship locally, you're not gonna have a relationship long distance.
And why do you say
not
that?
gonna change. Because then it comes back to you. It comes back to you. Like, we have to start looking at ourselves sometimes, right? I can't have, like, this relationship is failing, this relationship is failing, this relationship is failing. You have this consistent
well, it's not the
pattern.
relationship.
What if it's
It's the relationship with yourself that's causing your relationships to fail.
You have to start looking at yourself.
Absolutely.
Right? It's not everybody else. We have to start looking at ourselves and holding ourselves accountable.
Absolutely.
Have to, right? So don't. If you having problems having relationships right here, right where you're at, don't try to go out to Alabama. Don't try to go out to North Carolina and Texas and Atlanta and Vegas.
No, they're just a little bit more wholesome.
No, they're not. They're the same people. Because I get the same complaints from the women. Doesn't matter where they're at.
That's true.
I get the same complaints from the women in the Bay, the women in Miami, the women in Georgia, the women in Texas. Doesn't matter where they're at.
Well, it looks like the common
same
denominator
complaints.
is these men.
No, it's the women that's complaining. It's these damn women that's complaining. They need to start looking at themselves.
Absolutely not.
All right, preacher. All right, preacher.
Hey, no.
You hit it right on.
Hey,
Yep, you hit it right on the head.
I need some water.
Yeah, you look dehydrated.
I'm thirsty. Listen, I need y'all to get creative.
Okay.
With what?
I need y'all to get creative in these relationships, these long distance relationships especially. When I say creative, what comes to your mind? When I'm talking about a long distance relationship, like, you need to get creative. You need to keep it spicy. You need to keep the fire lit.
I think of sending those pictures, like I said, those videos, but also doing stuff that that person would like. Say, for instance, that he likes a specific sport, or he likes to do, go golfing or something like that. Send him a nice little gift. Send him something in the mail. Like, he just pop up at his house one day and he's like, well, damn, she was thinking about me. Like, stuff like that. Like, let him know that I was thinking about you, and something that can make him smile, make him feel a little bit better about his day.
Oh. Yep, that's all good. That is great. But we need nudes.
Oh, that's a given.
We need nudes. We need the videos. We need what?
That's a given. I mean,
it a given?
Yeah.
I don't know if everybody doing this.
That's standard.
All the time.
That's standard.
Okay, I'm just making sure. If it's not standard for you, my girl said it. It's standard.
Absolutely.
That's
It's
a
standard.
requirement.
It's a requirement.
Okay.
I like it. It. Hey, y'all can call in now. We are accepting calls now.
Yeah.
Long distance relationship. Call in, because these girls tired of me yelling and talking shit.
Yes, call in. Would you?
What's the number? 560.
Are you opposed?
What's that number, Heather?
510-560-3266.
I'm about to post it
510-560-3266.
Pics and videos all day. Make sure y'all drop love.
Yes.
Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all love,
You didn't pin
share.
it right. You didn't
I
pin
need
it right.
all
No,
of
I
that.
had to redo it.
Oh, that's
Redhead or
standard.
freak. Oh, that's standard.
It is.
All right, it's pinned, y'all. The number is pinned. So we are talking about long distance relationships. Are you for it or not?
Or do you got us a
are
juicy story you need to tell?
Yes.
Because I know somebody that's been in a long distance relationship, and then she thought she was in a relationship, and then some things happened while she was out there. But that's
What
all.
happened? What?
Wait, what?
Nothing. I'm not.
She
But
ain't
I'm just
watching.
saying,
Is she
they got
watching?
some juicy stories out there. It might be.
Well, do you know this girl's juicy story? Can you let us know? Because now I need to know.
She ain't gonna call. All right, we got to call. We got to call. Damn it. Yo.
Yo.
Get Your Life podcast. What's up? Who's this?
This is Candy. Hi, guys.
Hey, Candy.
Hey, Candy. What's up, girl?
Hey, Heather, my feather.
Hey, honey.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Okay, so I'm good. Oh, hey, Redhead. Hey, Eric.
Wow. Hi. What the fuck? You better bring that energy when you say my name. Hey,
What you got for us,
what we
Candy?
got? What you got?
Okay, so I've done a long distance relationship before, and it didn't work for me because I'm like super clingy.
Mhm.
So that didn't really work. But it was kind of cool. It does build your trust. It does build your communication skills. So that's cool. But the whole sex toy thing, if I'm going to do that, I need a sex doll. Like, I need a person. Like,
The real-
I can't have, like,
You need positions and shit, huh? You need the dog.
yes.
You need him to, you need positions like you need to be talking to him, huh? Like, come here, you dog.
Yes.
So,
Come here,
Candy.
daddy
I need
dog.
a Build-A-Bear dude.
Hey.
With his voice, we press a button, his voice play.
What?
Like, I need a Build-A-Dude.
Hey,
like,
that wouldn't be a bad idea. A sex doll that got a voice
I
that can
know,
whisper
like-
in your ear.
Like whose voice?
Hey,
Like whose
baby.
voice y'all wanted to have?
Let me
Whose
program
voice?
it.
Whose voice? Whose voice y'all wanted to have? Hey,
I need that.
hey,
Oh, my God.
What's
Hey,
up, Poppy?
but-
Eric? What's up?
hey, Candy. So you said something. The first or second thing you said was I was in a long distance relationship and I was clingy. I'm clingy. So
Yes.
that right there is going to be a problem every time. Like you can't
Yes.
you can't be clingy. You can't be I need you to be here all the time. I need. I understand this is your guy, but you go into this relationship knowing it's a long distance relationship, right? Knowing that he is 300,
Yes.
400 miles away from you. So you gotta. I know that's hard to get over, but that's something that
Yes.
you have to get over when you're in these kind of relationships, right? You just need a dog. Like I'm gonna get you a dog. We gonna
Program
we
it.
gonna program it with my voice, and you gonna be all
Oh,
good.
my God.
But
There we go.
no,
What?
Candy.
No.
It was nice talking to you, Candy.
Baby.
We will talk
Thank you
later.
for calling.
Thank you for calling. Hey,
Love
thank you.
you.
Thank you for
Bye,
your
love you
continued
too.
support, baby. Love you. All right. No,
Hello?
no.
Hello?
Oh,
Hey,
yo, Get Your Life, the podcast.
guys.
Who is this?
this is Selena. Hey,
Hey,
Alex.
Selena.
Hey, ladies.
Hi,
Hey,
Selena.
hey.
Hi, Selena. How are you?
Oh, gosh.
You are a mess. You know I already have a bone to pick with you anyway, Eric. But ladies, I definitely do agree.
Okay.
As far as long distance relationships, you have to be whoever it is. If y'all not gonna do this together and there's an understanding, it's not gonna work.
Absolutely.
It's definitely not gonna work. So yes,
Absolutely.
creativity is a must. But I'm definitely one for long distance relationships
So
because
you
I
are,
do
okay.
pop ups.
So,
Oh yeah, I do pop ups.
oh,
If
your
he
ass
told me he had a long day
need a
and
long
it's-
distance. You
Right.
need 400-500 miles between you and him because we don't got no time for no pop-ups. So 400-500 miles, bare
500
minimum.
miles, you
No,
can get
but
there
it's
in a
not-
few
it's-
hours.
Nah.
If he's telling me, for 2 or 3 days that he's missing me, he can't wait
Oh
to
yeah,
see
it's time
me,
for pop up.
and it's been a couple of days. Oh yeah, it's time for me to pop up. By the time you get home,
Oh,
boo, I'll be at the house.
Knock, knock.
I tell you where I'm at, meet me, give you directions, whatever I need to do. But I'm there.
Mhm.
But long distance relationships, you have to be committed. If you guys are not going to work on it together, and the end game has to be, we're going to be together.
Absolutely.
In order
No,
for
no,
you
no,
to
no, no.
move,
Definitely. No.
your end game has to be either we gonna do this because I'm not traveling 50 million miles across the world,
Mm-mm.
especially if I have something here and it's not going to work.
Absolutely.
But you have
most
to be
definitely.
open minded.
You got to be open minded. But I mean, 100%.
You have to be.
You're right. You have to be.
But if you're not, but you cannot go into a relationship with somebody saying, "Oh, I'm not going to talk to you because you live in Florida," or "I'm not going to talk to you because you live in, overseas somewhere, and I know you ain't never coming here." That's not the truth.
No, you can do that.
If you can't be open minded,
you can do that.
Yeah, that's a good. You
can do that.
Agree.
But if you're not going to do it, then don't put the other person through that.
100%.
Yeah, don't even entertain that.
Right.
You're 100% right.
Don't entertain it.
Yeah, I'm still.
If you know your end game is not to be with them, don't entertain it.
Leave it alone, or be 100 with them in the beginning. Like, you cool, we're friends, and
just
but then,
say,
No,
but we can be cool all day long from a distance. We can be cool all day long. We can send pictures back and forth. We can say what we have to say. But we know eventually, you know what? You going to fall off. I'm going to fall off. And we still cool. We still friends, but it's not going to go nowhere.
Right.
Yeah. So how long would you stay in this relationship before like you guys came up with an end game? Like, what's too long is the question. Like,
I'd
it's
say
3, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, a year. Like, I mean, you gonna go back and forth.
After a year,
I'd say a year.
No, after a year, it's like, okay, it's like, should get off the pot.
Exactly.
Yeah. What we doing here?
Exactly.
Move me or you move.
Exactly.
That's okay.
Definitely.
All right,
but in between that time, your communication, but your communication has got to be solid though.
No.
Right.
If at the end of that year, and y'all, you going 2 and 3 and 4 days without talking to each other, y'all going, a couple of days with the high and by conversations, that's not going to work within a year.
Oh yeah, that's not gonna work.
Nope.
I don't care
That's
if you
not
across the
gonna work.
street, that shit ain't gonna work. Like,
don't move. Right.
No, that's not gonna work.
But I'm definitely one for Heather, the one for the sexy pictures and the shower and I'm one for it, boo.
Hey.
Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. It works.
He
Keep
might
doing
get a
it.
surprise tonight.
Keep doing it.
All right.
Thank you, boo.
Selena, thank you for calling, baby. Appreciate
No
you.
problem.
Have a
No
good one.
problem. Love you guys.
Love you too. Thank
You
you.
too.
Man, hey, make sure y'all drop some love for the callers, man. Just drop some hearts for the callers. Y'all so dope. We appreciate y'all, man. And she's right. I don't want to see no pop up like them pops ups. Like that's crazy. Pop ups.
Yeah. I mean,
Y'all can't be doing that shit.
sometimes we have to, take desperate measures.
I feel like a year is long too. God damn. Hey, let's go.
Hello.
Get Your Life, the podcast. Thanks for calling. Who is this?
Hello.
What's up?
Yo, what's up, G? What's up?
It's Ola Ginkgo. What's going on? Your favorite.
Not O from the O. What's up, lady? What you got for us? I know you got some shit that's about to make us laugh. Come on, what you got?
You know what? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm too old to do long distance. At this age,
It's an age limit on long distance. It's an age limit on long
no,
distance.
it's no age limit, but for what, man? Like, why? I mean, because I have, if I want to turn over and touch something, I can't. FaceTime is not gonna cut.
I hear you. That's why we need an end game.
I mean, yeah, we got to keep it 1,000. I mean, maybe when I was 22, 23, yes, but at 40 something. Yeah. I feel that. Nowadays, to be honest, most men are too lazy to even make a long distance relationship.
Whoa.
Speak it, Ola. Okay.
Listen, y'all know, Get Your Life, the podcast policy. We not gonna bash the men on here. Like that ain't gonna happen.
It's the truth.
Hey,
now,
yes, I'm listening to you.
I don't bash men.
No,
but let me say this. Because what I'm saying is a lot of men like to text to death. And I don't know what it is with the 40-some cats that want to text because we didn't come up in a generation where we was texting.
No, we was talking. We was on the phone. We was calling Love Line and dedicating songs.
We cupcaking or we blowing up beepers or something, but we not texting. But
blowing up beepers.
And it's only so many swipe pictures, salami pictures I want to see. We ain't trying to see.
Trying to feel something.
The real deal. Okay, the real deal.
But don't that go back to what I was saying? You catch a flight. Like, I mean, you can get on a flight in the morning, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, but sometimes you want to have that consistently. You don't want to have that just once a month.
Right, exactly.
Once a month?
Because
you could do at least once a week.
But not everybody has
Everybody
the means
can't
for
do
that.
that.
That's what I was saying earlier. Not
Y'all
everybody
got
has the means
cars.
for that.
I mean, it's a car. Y'all have a car.
Okay, but mine
But
lived 12,000 miles
post-COVID,
away.
Exactly.
Right. And
1200.
in the COVID era, are we really jumping flights like that?
I
Like,
am.
we can't
Oh
jump
yeah,
flights
I know.
like that.
I mean, they ain't been
Yeah,
they ain't been on
do.
flights. Like they jet
Yeah.
they jet setting like shit is regular out here. So don't even get me started. Like
But no, I feel her though, because who wants something that's just once every month or once every couple months? Like, I want somebody that's here consistently.
That feels like a booty call. Yeah, because that's gonna feel like a booty call.
Yeah.
And truth be told, a lot of dudes will say that, yeah, I'm all into you, baby, it's you, baby, and then you come to the city where they at, and their phone is on off. You know, you turn the phone off because all the calls, you know, stuff like that. You know, I done seen it happen. I done seen it happen. You know, phone. Why's your ringer off? Why you got 12 missed calls?
God, I'm glad I don't gotta play this game. Yeah. Ooh.
But see, she should notice that, and then she be like, she ain't coming back. Get her little
Yeah,
knocks
she
off,
go.
and then
But do she still get? She still get her issue?
she still gets her issue. She
Oh,
absolutely
okay.
she
She
just
gets
get
her
her
issue.
issue.
There.
and
Y'all gotta
then get her back.
yeah, get your
And don't
issue.
go back.
Don't go exactly.
Get your issue.
Don't return.
Get your issue.
Okay, but look, let me ask y'all this question. Okay,
Yes.
so how do y'all feel about this? Should a man or woman, when they fly in to see somebody and that they're supposed to be dating, is the expectation, are you staying with this person or are you getting your own hotel room? How's that looking?
I stay at mine's house. He has a house, so I stay at his house.
Yeah, we stay together.
Yeah, we stay together.
You ain't staying at your house and then I'm staying
And
at the
you
hotel.
ain't putting me in no damn
absolutely
hotel.
not.
The only hotel we gonna be put in is because we went somewhere else out of town.
No, that's not.
No.
Oh no, that means he hiding
Oh
something.
yeah, nope.
Look,
Okay. But listen,
Yes.
I got another call, but I'm y'all talking going to a man's house, but what about when a man is coming to your house? So you ladies is bringing these men to y'all house? Is that what y'all doing?
No.
I mean, if we dating,
I'm not bringing nobody nowhere.
Oh, okay.
Look, now if we're dating, meaning we're in a relationship, absolutely you're gonna be in my house. But if we just
I'm not making
dating
you stay
and
in the
talking,
room.
oh no.
Oh, because you said if we flying to see somebody, right? Are we staying
Right,
together?
meaning there's something established, and let me rephrase that
okay,
because
okay.
it has to be something established.
Oh,
you know
well,
what
then
I'm saying?
y'all
Like,
should be staying. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, thank you for calling.
Well, be good,
Thank you
y'all.
for
I love
calling.
it.
I
I appreciate your call. Oh, I'm
Okay.
sending you a shirt too. You got a shirt coming.
Oh, okay, thank you, baby. I appreciate that.
I know. Let's do it.
hello.
Yo, Get Your Life the podcast. Who is this?
This is Janessa.
Jeanette.
Hi,
Janessa.
What's up, woman?
Hey. Hi. How are you guys?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
Hey,
Thank you.
Hey, long distance relationship.
Did y'all just see that? Did y'all hear
I
that?
did.
Long distance relationship.
I don't know what it is with you, Janessa.
I heard Janessa said she been catching flights. Okay.
Oh no.
I've been
Janessa-
flying like
Janessa-
nobody's business.
Janessa's
I ain't
a family.
scared.
And
It's cool.
She's catching flights.
Yeah.
She's catching flights. Hey,
Listen,
how you feel?
I had a 40th birthday tour, so ain't no shame in my age. I don't care.
Hey.
I'm like, y'all not gonna have me stuck in the house on my 40th birthday. I'm good.
Well, you.
Hey,
So
what you
anyway,
got?
this is a very delightful topic. I'm glad you guys talked about this. I figured you knew that this would be fun for me.
Oh,
So I am in a long distance situation.
yes.
I think the basis of this entire thing. Number one, I'm gonna start with accountability. I don't like double standards, and I have a lot of let me see, put this in the St. Louis way. I got a lot of nigga ways in me. So I think a lot like a guy.
This is a kid's
and
show.
I
Please
don't like.
use those type of words.
Oh, sorry.
Go, woman.
So stop it. So the last topic or subject was staying at each other's houses. I think sometimes we're a little too hard on men. You know, it's kind of like, well, if I'm there, then I got to stay at your house, but you can't come to mine. I think the biggest thing with people is communication. You know, you talked about clinginess because I'm taking notes. You talked about what you accept and what you don't accept. I think a lot of it is communicating what you like, what you tolerate, what you don't like, what you accept, and what you don't accept, what you expect. Because the person that I'm in a relationship with long distance, we've been friends for 16 years. And we had an expectations conversation. You have different personality types, and clinginess is okay. And I heard you guys, and I literally went to look up the definition, and it's kind of like most people make it like a physical thing where you're stuck to a person, and sometimes it's an emotional thing, and that's okay. Like a young lady, I forget because I actually said something to her, Candy. Yeah. She says she's clingy, and I commend her for being honest because a lot of people are clingy, and it's on different levels, and that's okay.
Yeah, 100%.
Because sometimes I'm having a day, and if I don't hear from Corey by a certain time, I got a whole attitude. Yeah. And that's a part of feeding my ego and my clinginess because I need to hear from you. When you go into a relationship and make this decision, you have to have these expectations set in place for, where we are staying, because I'll be honest with you. Corey has children. I have children. Sometimes when I go to town to see him, I don't want to stay at his house because it's too much going on.
Right.
And I have children at my house, and I want to get away from all the kids. So I don't even stay there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Being clingy is okay. I've had a couple of guys, and it's okay for people to reject you because it is long distance. That's fine. That's tough on them. They made a huge mistake, but all things are temporary, and they evolve into something greater. I don't think time limits should be put on things, whether you move tomorrow or whether it's 3 years from now, because some people have career choices like mine, for example, and I can't say that in a year I'm going to be available for marriage or proposal or anything like that. It's totally a level of expectation, and I think it's situational, and it shouldn't be a standard like, sending nudes, and you do what you want when you want to do it. And I don't think that you should be held to a standard of, like people were saying, I don't like the word standard, because that means that we make this set of rules, because I do what I want to do. That we make these set of rules, and that means that you should follow what we say is right because we say is right. And it don't have to be like that. If I don't want to send my Il Nana on a platter in the form of a text message, I don't want to, because I'm an actor and an opera singer. And the last thing I need is somebody trying to exploit me.
That's 100%. But if I'm your guy, long distance or not, and I want to see some ass, I'm going to need you to send me a picture or a video.
And again, that's where the conversation of expectations come from.
Right.
Because I dated somebody long distance before, and it was just too much. I mean, it was sometimes it's just too much. Yeah. The stuff you send to me and the stuff you're asking for is just too much for me. And the problem where I messed up is accountability for self choices was I didn't have the conversation, or I didn't believe him when he said he was a sex addict in the beginning, because most people will tell you who they are.
Come on, Janessa.
You know what? You shut your filthy mouth when you talk to me.
Janessa.
Baby, but we do that. You feel like sometimes going into things, you feel like you could change the world, or you just like, oh well, they just saying that they don't mean it that much. Shit.
No, baby. I got 2 calls behind you, Janessa. Thank you very much. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Janessa.
She always hits the nail on the head. Like I always give her a little bit more time because she hits the nail on the head every time. She always
spits a
lot.
That's why you have to have those conversations up front, because like she said,
you have to set the standards, set the boundaries, and
you
have to. If I need to know, if you don't feel comfortable with sending ass pictures and sending me you in the shower or whatever the pictures is, whatever the video is, then I need to know that up front, because I'm gonna need those. And then if
but you know what, at the end of the day, like I never did that, but like he made me feel comfortable enough. It took a minute, but it made me feel comfortable enough. Too. I'm not just one, because I talked to somebody and you.
Well, no, it shouldn't be that.
I'm not doing that, but no, but like
that's just anybody.
He made me feel comfortable, and so he gets them.
That's 100%, and that's good. I think you have to be, and Day, you touched on this a little bit. You're saying you have to be responsive via text. You have to be responsive for phone call. Like you have to be available. I think you have to be even more available when you're doing these long distance relationships, because you have to like, without a shadow of doubt, make people trust you and know that you're available for them, right? How do you feel about that?
I definitely think that that's true, because if I'm calling you and FaceTiming you and I'm texting you and you don't reply, then I'm a woman, so I'm about to make up all these scenarios in my brain about what you're actually doing. And you probably aren't doing any of it, but that's just what I'm going to come up with. And I feel like even just communication, like even if it's something like, hey, babe, I'm busy, I'm going to hit you when I'm done. Like simple things like that make me be like, okay, well, he ain't doing too much. Like, but I definitely think that you have to have open communication, and you have to be able to contact that person at least once a day. Being available via text, phone call, FaceTime. That shit is huge. Mandatory.
It's gotta be. That's the only way this is gonna work, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Right. I think another good thing is what you should do together. Always consistently make plans together. Right?
Absolutely.
You should always be making plans together.
I love that part.
What?
Making plans together.
Aw.
Kiss my ass.
Oh. Hey, so my man Larry says women always.
Larry's on.
Huh?
I said Larry's
Women
on.
always assuming. Larry, this is what I'm.
We were talking about that earlier, Larry.
I said this like 38 minutes ago. That women are always assuming. They make up this shit in their head and they assume that you're doing some shit that you're not, and they got to get past that. Like it's just.
I'm working
but it's
on
a part of life. Like it's shit that you're gonna have to deal with as a man, probably.
So my question is that when a man calls a female and she doesn't answer, or like she's busy and whatnot. Y'all don't think about shit?
I mean, it depends on who you're dealing with. With me, I'd be like, let me call her later. Like, it depends on who you deal with. Like, it depends on, and it goes back to that trust thing.
But then are you not always answering the phone? Like, are you not ever available? Like, there's the patterns, though, too, that get you to thinking like that. Because if I'm always calling you and you ain't, and any time I call, you never answer, or
at nighttime you don't answer, or every time at nighttime?
Then don't ever expect me to answer. If I'm never answering, then that's a good.
But I really just want to know. Yeah.
Block. No, if you ain't never answering, then you already know what you need to do.
Yeah.
Right? He don't want to talk to you.
No, but I think you should be available as often as you can.
You have to make yourself available, even more so when dealing with long distance relationships.
Absolutely.
Keep it 100. We assume too. Like we assume y'all doing shit the same way. Hey, we got another call. Yo, Get Your Life the podcast. Who is this?
This is Brittany.
Hey, Brittany, how are you?
Hi, Brittany.
Thank you for calling.
Good. I'm so glad you ladies just touched on this because this is why I called. Men get jealous too, and their mind will run wild, especially if they know they have a good woman.
No, I said it too.
I will give you a case in point.
What?
Yeah, because I dated a guy, and he and I were on the phone, and I was playing with my son. And my bed broke. This man lost his mind and thought I had a man over. Instead of me and my son playing, it turned into a man. Me and him was getting it on, and that's why my bed broke.
What?
He and I are friends to this day, but even 10 years later, he still is like, "Are you sure you didn't have a man over there?"
Oh my God.
Dude.
Could you imagine?
Insecure.
So,
if you don't take your ass on somewhere, leave me the fuck alone.
Hold on, no. Here's my question.
Oh, he'd like it, but it could be. See?
What?
You taking sides.
Go
ahead.
ahead.
I'm not taking sides. My question is, she just said 10 years later, he's still asking her about the bed. So you still seeing this dude?
She said they're friends.
No, we're good friends now. No, we haven't dated in like 10 years, but he still will ask me.
Did he break up with you because your bed broke?
Yes.
Oh my God.
We dated again later on, and then I had to break up with him because I realized he was very clingy. So men definitely get jealous and clingy.
No, I was just kidding. I said we get jealous too. But not much.
Okay, I'm just making sure it's across the board.
No, we know it's across the board. I was just kidding. I said we be tripping too. We assume shit too. Yes, we do.
I want to know.
But I'm not gonna be like.
Well, he assumed she was smashing somebody. That's
you
why
and
her
Junior
bed
was
broke.
playing on the bed. I already know your bed is a piece of shit. So I already know we got it from the people up the street. It's $200. So I'm gonna be like, your bed is a piece of shit. I know you and your son was playing on it.
At
well, look, at the time I did what I could. IKEA beds aren't made for the desk, but hey, I had to do what I had to do. Okay.
All right, Brittany, thank you for calling. We appreciate you.
Thanks for calling.
No problem. Thanks.
Hey. No, we assume shit too. We know that, man. Man, we ain't no different. We are no different. Y'all worse than us, but we are no different. So back, you gotta be consistent. Like, and I always say, what else I said? Make plans consistently, right? And you like that, right, Day?
Yeah, I definitely like that because even when it's something like he's making plans and then he's like, well, what do you think about this? Like those type of things, like feeling included, like a partner. If
like he's thinking of you.
Yeah. Like that is just an amazing feeling.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, one of the most important things I feel is stay consistent. Like don't start with a vibe that you're not gonna be able to maintain or you don't intend on maintaining that vibe, right? Don't start that vibe and not be able to take it through the end, right?
I agree.
That's one of the most important things. So if you're going to start one way, try to stay that way. Try to stay consistent. Like if you're going to be calling every day, FaceTiming every day, you got to stay with that unless you're trying to get out of it, right? If you're trying to find a reason or a way to get out of the situation, then yeah, you change. But if you want to stay in a situation, you want to make it better, then stay consistent. I think that's one of the most important things. How does that work, right?
Consistency is key.
Consistency
and communication.
Consistency and communication probably are the two most important factors dealing with.
But those should be those should be the main thing, especially if you're in a long distance relationship.
And trust.
Yeah.
Trust.
Top three. I hear you.
Top three.
I hear you.
Consistency,
communication,
and don't assume.
Well, if
I'm working
if
on
you
it.
Trust, if you
then
trust,
you won't
you're
be
not
assuming.
assuming.
Exactly.
No, because that's not no, because our minds wander. I don't just because
Look,
I
if
trust
they're not
him doesn't necessarily mean I'll be like.
When you are secure within yourself, and then you also have no reason, he's never giving you a reason to not trust him, then you don't have to worry about that. Those assumptions won't automatically pop up.
They don't happen all the time,
Girl,
but
bye.
I have a slick mouth, so I'll be like, "Oh,
What?
your little girlfriend." Oh,
yeah,
I
and
do it, but it's
But
a
as long
habit.
as he
It's
knows,
a habit.
as long as he knows it's a habit, that's how you are.
It's
And
a
we he about it.
Yeah.
And we all right. Like we laughing about this
Yeah.
shit.
Like I'm just playing. No, I'm not.
See, that's
See,
the problem.
and that's the thing. See,
No,
but I think
yeah,
it
no.
has a lot to do with like past relationships, just having a trust issue because it always was another female. Like it always was. He was MIA because it was another female. So but you have to let all that stuff go if you want something that is fresh, start fresh.
Yeah,
you have to let all that go.
Stay consistent.
A man will only keep hearing that so much.
Hearing what?
He'll only want to keep
Little
hearing
girlfriend.
those.
He don't want to hear that shit at all. I'm gonna tell you right now, we don't want to hear that shit at all.
No.
We don't want to hear it.
Exactly. I don't say it.
Stop it.
And I don't want to feel
I
it,
might
but I do.
see an earring
We
and I
grown.
still ain't about to be like, oh, that's your little girl. No.
No, listen,
I'm not
either
about
you
to
over
say
it or you not. Because if you're not over it, then we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna have a conversation about it. I want you to now. We bring this to the open. Let's talk about this. Have a conversation. Get over it.
Mm-hmm.
You either believe me or you don't. And if you don't, then we need to be like,
Deuces.
let's this is what needs to happen, right? Deuces, right?
Absolutely.
But that's
But long
that's a whole
distance,
different topic.
I think are good for new relationships though too, because it gives you time to be apart. It gives you time to learn communication,
But you could-
And not be physical, because physical can confuse the
oh,
fuck
it
out
could
of
blind
you.
you like all hell.
Physical will make you think that you in love with somebody and you really just in love with what they working with. And that will cloud all your judgment.
Yeah.
So when you are in a long distance relationship, you're getting to know this person's mind and,
And I'm speaking like just everybody's on the same page.
Yeah.
So it's not like, oh, you doing all the, planning and you're making all the phone calls and you're doing all the
no, we're doing
texting
it
and he's
together.
just giving you or she's giving you some mediocre ass conversations. Like, no, y'all doing
No, you should be
100
able,
and
should be
you
able to
guys are
feel that.
each giving
You
100%.
should be able to feel that. If you're getting that mediocre conversation, you're getting the
Yeah.
mediocre response, you're getting the mediocre communication,
That
and
mean
you know
you
it's
need
not
to-
working anyway, and you need
to the left.
To the left.
To the left, to the left.
Hey. Hey.
But
No,
I think
100%.
that we touched on like the good things. I mean, the
Yeah.
main things with being able
relationships-
to make it work. It's not a bad
No,
idea.
it's not.
Do it. If
I think
you
it's a
feel
big
like,
learning experience for yourself.
Absolutely.
I think a long distance relationship is great even if you're still working on yourself, because you still have that time to
Yep.
yourself
Yeah.
where you still get to learn about you. You still get to learn what you want. You still get to learn what you need.
You're not
right?
so
Yeah.
caught up
Physically,
in that life
mentally,
with that person.
right? You're not. I mean, no matter what you say, you still get so caught up in someone else. That's right.
You
Dave.
lose
Like you
yourself.
don't ever lose yourself to no one. Right?
Exactly.
You should not lose yourself to anyone that you just talking we're in a relationship with. Never. So you get to learn yourself. You get to learn more about you. You get to work on you at the same time. So it's I think it's a great thing as long as you can handle the
It's not for the weak.
the shit that comes with it. You're good to go. I think the most important thing is have an end game. Right? Long distance relationship can be cool, but you have to plan, and we have to have a plan to where we are going. Where are we going to end up? And like Janessa said, there's every time is different for every couple. Like every There's no time frame. There's no time limit. We could do this in you could do this in a year. You could do it in 6 months. You could do it whatever works for you guys. But have a plan. Mm-hmm. Have a plan on what the end game is.
I learned a lot this episode, you guys.
Me too.
Right? And
that's it.
Did we learn a lot?
I did.
Good.
Did you?
Hey, you guys, episode 9. That's crazy.
9.
Episode 10 is next.
9.
We don't know what we're going to talk about yet, but we're going to talk about some shit. We're going to make it pop. Yo.
Yeah.
Hey, we appreciate every single one of you guys for calling in.
Yes.
We appreciate you guys for
the love,
tuning in.
the support.
Make sure y'all get us some
click,
love.
click, share.
Click, share, like my girl Heather say. Make sure you drop us some hearts. Make sure you drop us some love, some shares. Subscribe to the YouTube channel.
We only got 40 subscribers, so I'm like, we got way more supporters than that. Where y'all at? Y'all, what's up?
I got them fire t-shirts coming up. They coming. I'm gonna send them out.
They'll be on Get Your Life the
Podcast.com.
What he just said.
GetYourLifeThePodcast.com page. Make sure y'all check it out. Until next time, folks, get your life.
Thank you.
Long distance relationship. Make them happen.
Episode 9.
Make them happen. Love y'all. Out.
Bye.